Hi everyone! In this video I will show you how I made my boot covers and how you can make your own. I will explain step by step so you can modify them to your own project. Now let's get our raw materials. You will need foil, tape, a marker, scissors, pins, fabric and an elastic. As a first step, wrap your shoe in the foil. Once you did that, you can start adding some duct tape. Now draw the shape that you want on your duct tape then. I also added some seam lines. I added a seam line on the inside, outside and on the back of the shoe. Then you can cut your pieces out. Make sure that you can place your pattern pieces flat on the ground. If that is not the case, like I have here in my example, you will have to add another seam. It's important that you can place them flat so you can trace them on your fabric. Then I traced them on paper and added 1 cm of seam allowance all around each piece. Now let's make a deft fit. Trace your pattern on some fabric and see if it fits nicely on your shoe. Now in my case I had to modify it a bit. I forgot to leave some space to put my snaps or my velcro on. So I went back to my pattern and made 2 of my pieces a little bit longer. Now I also wrote down on my pattern pieces which piece is what piece, what is the bottom, what is the top and what are the sides. So you will end up with something like this, and I pinned them together already here. Now make sure you cut every piece 4 times, so 2 times normal and 2 times for the lining. Now keep in mind that the lining is mirrored. Now iron the seams open and take the outside and put it on your shoe again. With a pin you should mark where your elastic should go. Your elastic will connect both sides under your shoe. Now pin your elastic in place on one side. On the left you can see the other pin, and that's where your elastic should go later. Make sure your elastic is pinned on the nice side of your fabric and not on the sides where the seams are. You can also add your velcro here if you want to. If you want to use snaps, skip this spot and do it later. Now as you can see, elastic is pinned here and will go there. Now we put the other layer, the mirrored one, on top of it and sandwich the elastic in place. Now we will pin everything together, so make sure that your seams are on the outside and that the elastic is nicely sandwiched in between. And you will see here. Also here I forgot to put a pin there, so just add one now. So we will sew here, here and the bottom together. For now you can leave this side and this side open. Now onto stitching the elastic in place. Now open the one side you left open and search for your elastic. Once you find it, pull it up and pin it in place. Now make sure when you do that the elastic is not twisted inside and that you nicely align the edges. It looks like now you stitch the elastic in place. It looks a bit strange maybe, but it will be totally fine in the end. Now turn it inside out so you can fit it on your shoe and check if you like how it looks. Now we can check if it fits nicely on the shoe, and if you're happy with this and how the elastic fits on the bottom, then you're good to go and you will have to turn it inside out again. This is so you can trim the corners. I know it's an extra step, but it will make it look nice in the end. Because if you turn it inside out now, you will have this nice corner. So don't skip this step, it gives a nice finish. Now let's finish up our boot cover. Fold the open side inwards and make sure it's a nice edge and that it matches with the front part. Now once you did that, you can iron the whole piece. To close the side, you top stitch it. Now I also top stitched the whole piece, but that's up to you. Onto the closure. Mark where your buttons, your velcro or your snap should be. Make sure that the both sides align nicely, put it in place, stitch it, and then you're actually done. If you want to, you can still add some details. I added some embroidery, but this is completely up to you. I hope you could use this tutorial and see you another time.